Hello, Internet. This is Kevin Kelly with Film School Rejects. We are here with the illustrious cast and crew of Mystery Team. How you guys doing? This is your first Comic-Con as a...
Yeah, this is our first Comic-Con.
First time. You just came right in.
You see, you reach for the mic. Well, you know what? Maybe.
So what was it like? You guys just got out of your big panel in Bottom 20. It's one of the big rooms. How did it go?
It went awesome. It was really great.
It went by fast.
It did. It went
Yeah,
really fast.
yeah, it was super quick.
Yeah. How did the costume change go over?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Donald's
Yeah, we should probably clarify. We did a short, and in the short, he had a stunt where he was supposed to kind of hit his head, and he insists on doing all of his own stunts, and he kind of, I guess, a nail might have gone through his.
Got rattled.
And we said we'll take you to the hospital. We said we'll take you. We need to take you to the hospital. A, because we're friends. B, for insurance reasons. For a number of reasons. Let's go.
He said no.
He said no, and then he kind of resurfaced during. We hadn't seen him in a while. We were working on post.
Spent some time in Texas. Learned a few things.
So he has word association problems, difficulties with object permanence, cognitive things.
Very nice. So we've talked about your film when we saw it at Sundance, and we all loved it. We know it's now being released by Roadside. When is it coming out?
It's going to be in select cities starting in at the end of August, and then going into we'll be kind of opening more and more cities up until kind of partway through October, which point we'll expand nationwide, and we're actually going to start at the Alamo Draft House in Austin.
I heard that's where Film School Rejects HQ is.
That's what we're very excited about.
Have you guys been there before?
We've never been.
In my dreams, I have.
Yeah, in our dreams, like we've been reading about it for years, and just like it just sounds like the most amazing place.
Awesome. And when will that be?
August 28th.
August 28th.
Is going to be the opening of the film, and on the 27th, we're going to be at the Ritz, the Alamo Draft House Ritz. That's probably not the right way to say it, but anyway, that's where we're going to be, and we're going to do a live sketch show of all new sketch and video content.
Awesome. Yeah, and you said it exactly the right way, by the way. So I'm gonna hand the mic over to you guys and kind of just tell us your role in the film. And for the people that haven't yet heard about Mystery Team, this is sort of. What if Encyclopedia Brown was a real kid and grew up, except there were more than one of them, and now they're still solving crimes, and it's a very bizarre, funny film. So I'll let you guys.
Totally. Yeah. My name is DC Pearson. How's it going? I co-wrote. The five of us co-wrote the story. The three of us co-wrote the screenplay. So I co-wrote the screenplay, and I play the role of the character of Duncan, who is the quote-unquote boy genius, but mostly he just knows like wacky facts you learn when you're in 5th grade. And I also art directed the film.
I'm Dan Ekman. I co-wrote the story with all these folks, and I directed the film and I edited it.
Hi, my name's Maggie McFadden. I produced the film as well as co-wrote the story with these fine fellows. Very. I'm a little cameo. Dan and I both have small ones.
Yeah, hers you can kind of actually see. For me, if you blink, you miss it. But I'm the guy who has sex with bread in it. So very briefly.
Yes. I'm in a wheelchair, so we cast ourselves well.
I'm Dominic Durkis, and I play Charlie, who's the strongest kid in town, which only meant that he was the tallest kid in his class in 3rd grade. And now that he's all grown up, he's has largely my physical stature. So he's not as yeah. I slimmed down. I'd lost 20 pounds. Yeah, I would put on a rubber suit and do jumping jacks in a sauna for just hours. Yes, exactly, because I look exactly like this. Some people say that process is ridiculous, and I agree with them. Yeah. And then I also wrote the script with DC Donald. Yeah.
Donald Glover, Boom Op Wrangler.
Boom Op Wrangler?
Yeah. Yeah, Boom Op Wrangler. No. No, mostly Boom Op. They're hard to handle. They're very hard to handle. What happened here?
It says Rebel Pride.
Yeah, I'm a rebel. That's what it means, right?
It's a Confederate kind of a symbol.
Yeah. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? No, Confederacy. No. This is about rebel. Being a rebel, because I go against what people want. He's like, no, I own this now. No, Jesus Christ, no.
Okay, sorry.
He's a really talented guy. He starred in the film. He composed the score. Every piece of music that's actually in the film was written and actually I guess performed by him. He'd like to think he wrangled the boom op.
Which is really just meant he poked our boom operator with a stick when he was at lunch and said, "Get to it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then tell us, like, what is this? What's the genesis been like for you guys? You were at Sundance. Here you are at Comic-Con. I mean, pretty different audiences. What has that whole journey most of these past few months been like?
Yeah, it's been really unreal, and it's been sort of constant work. Somebody was kind of asking us, they're like, so yeah, Sundance back in January, and then you've pretty much been taking it easy, and then Comic-Con, and it really actually has been like work every day. We did not sell the film at Sundance. We actually had a lot of really, really amazing reviews, especially from the online like blogging community, but we did, including Film School Rejects. Shout out to Neil. So we actually had some screenings in New York, some screenings in Los Angeles, just to sort of demonstrate that there's interest in the film, so distributors could kind of take a look at it. And we sold the film to Roadside Attractions, and we've sort of been working with them in partnership every day to come up with the marketing plan, come up with all those press materials. Everything's kind of generated on our laptops. And yeah, so it's just been pretty constant. And now we're really happy to be here at Comic-Con, where people are just like super, super enthusiastic about this kind of thing and sort of present ourselves to this audience. We get really geeked out by it.
How was the screening the other night? You guys did a screening?
It was honestly, it was amazing. It was like, and actually it was really, really satisfying because like I think at Sundance, like we had kind of felt like maybe we were benefiting from the fact that people didn't really know much about it, and it could kind of like, little movie that could kind of thing. And so I know for me, like when there's a movie like I really want to see, that it's much harder for it to live up to the expectation. But the audience that we had was really excited about it. They knew a lot about the film. And it was, I think it might have been our best screening we've had. So it was really, really awesome.
Any changes to the movie? A lot more nudity, CGI?
Not anything.
That's some ideas for what we could add.
Yeah. What was your?
Okay.
Some CG.
I wanted rapping dinosaurs going throughout the whole thing. They said we can't do that. We don't have the money. I said, okay, how about I use a...
No, you wanted the Dino Boys, the hip.
Dino Boys, like the hip, like hop, like Dino Boys that would come in on skateboards. They go, "Hey, what's going on, dude? Roarific!" But they said we didn't have the money or the time, so I made puppets for a good I think 3 months. It took 3 months off.
Yeah, it was when you were supposed to be learning your lines.
Yeah, I didn't learn my lines. I was too busy making the puppets. When I brought them back, you said we can't use this. Get him cast him. I don't know what happened, but we're so close. We're very close.
But we in addition to his proposal, we made some cuts for time, like some cuts for pacing that we so yeah, pacing is the word. But okay,
no.
Do you want me to talk about the Dino Boys?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I can do that.
We ended up cutting some things out of the movie just to make the pacing feel better, and just because we had the benefit of Sundance seeing all those screenings and seeing it in front of all these audiences, and we just made some tweaks and changes. But yeah.
So tell us what's Derek Comedy doing kind of outside of Mystery Team? What are you guys working on right now?
I'm about to sneeze. So
Okay.
Up next, we.
Don't try to catch this. He's enjoying it. It's really kind of he's going to spin it into like a web or something. Okay.
Okay.
He has big plans, I believe, for that sneeze. Anyway, what we're doing next.
What we're doing next is sort of in conjunction with the release in select cities of the film, we're going to be taking a live show on tour. It's going to combine live sketch with videos never before seen by anyone, new videos, and sort of interweave, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's our next big project.
Yep. And then outside of Derek Comedy, some of you guys I know are working on 30 Rock and some other stuff. What are you guys? What else are you guys involved in?
Well, Donald was just finished up being a staff writer on 30 Rock. He was there for 3 seasons, and now he's going to be in the show Community, coming out on NBC. Well, I mean, he's been trying to hide his head injury from them, but
They're doing a great job.
yeah, they have no idea.
Yeah, I pitched them Dino Boys too. We'll see. We're in talks.
And then DC's got his novel.
Yeah, I wrote a novel called The Boy Who Couldn't Sleep and Never Had To, which is actually coming out from Vintage Anchor Press in April of 2010. So after this finishes, I'll probably be promoting that. And Donald had some notes on the book, which I actually did not incorporate.
Like, what if the boy who could never sleep
It's just look. That's the premise.
The whole point is the boy who doesn't sleep never had to.
Yeah, but I think it's way more interesting if we see somebody, because we've never seen someone sleep before.
Every night we all sleep. And we see
So I don't think anybody in the world has ever experienced someone's like, oh, that person's sleeping. I don't get to see that as a person. Like, oh, like I'm a kid who lives in Detroit. How do people sleep? No one's ever. We don't know that, and you should really explore that. But Dino Boys is a story about the. Fine.
All right.
Fine. It doesn't matter. Just keep going.
We don't want to brouhaha. We've already had the brush with jail for the people.
Yeah.
God, I hope that's so fucked up.
Pretty bad. They feel bad about not making it to the film.
It's like, who would do a hoax? Who would do like an extended like practical joke or thing when there's trying to just be journalism? Who would do a hoax instead? We don't get it. We don't.
That's who. Only complete idiots would do something that's so not believable, number one. Not well planned, that's for sure. And not made out of things.
I mean, this is Comic-Con, let's take it seriously. Be who you are, just be genuine and be sincere, right? Isn't that enough?
That's enough. I think that's enough. Are you going to sneeze again?
No.
Okay.
Stop making our sneezes into icicles.
You can't, you're not my father.
Your father said that to you a lot, didn't he?
He did, and you're not my father, so don't tell me to do it.
Right.
Awesome. So, are you guys going to walk the show floor? Have you been able to go down there?
Yeah, we've had it.
We have a booth actually, so we've been kind of going in and out of the booth and trying to like a mystery team booth, and we have like trading cards and stuff that we've been handing out. Oh, there it comes. Boom. Slide them in, and they'll just come right out of your printer. And so, yeah, we've been walking the floor. We've been seeing all kinds of cool stuff, and we've attended a couple of panels. It's been like pretty much the coolest week of our lives.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
What have you guys seen outside of your own film that's exciting?
We saw Avatar. We saw Twilight, which was really kind of one of the most incredible experiences I've ever been a part of. Like, none of us have seen the film or read any of the books, but the excitement in that room was so huge. Like it was interesting because it was just so not like us as the demographic, but it was really cool to see them
Totally.
become so
I think
geeky.
like smarter people than us have made this point before, but kind of like those fans, like other fans kind of are like to front on them a little bit because they're young and they're largely female, and it's kind of weird for them, like girls. But we really feel like that those kids are like there for life now, and I think we feel as like people who make stuff, like seeing anybody be that enthusiastic about any piece of art that somebody has made, like they're just being enthusiastic about books and movies. That enthusiasm can be transferred elsewhere, you know what I mean, later in their lives. So like they're in for life, I think.
What about you guys? Blown away by anything? Not surprised by anything?
We saw the Lost.
The last panel was amazing. Because it was really cool just to see all that, because a bunch of the cast members showed up and everything. But it was like so slick and well done, like the panel itself, and it was hilarious. It was really funny, and I don't know. It just moved. It was such an efficient panel that it was really cool.
Yeah.
Donald,
We
what
went
was
to panels for the efficiency.
Yeah.
We
Donald,
like-
what was the highlight for you?
Boys panel?
Now-
It was in my hotel room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The bellboy there for 4 hours.
you were
He was really excited.
you were trying to.
Let's roll the clip, and then you would.
And I would just look at the mirror.
No, okay, so you know this. You know you were just looking at the mirror.
Well, I know a lot of things. Are you going to sneeze or not?
No, I'm not. No, I'm fine.
Was there an exclusive at the Dino Boys panel?
There was a big surprise in the middle. There was a guy who was me, and I was like, hey, would you like to see the clip? The bellboy said, I really need to go. You're scaring me. And I went into my luggage and I put out a sock, and I was like, oh, it's a sock, and I didn't let him leave. That's exclusive.
That's a big surprise. Yeah.
It's our avatar. It's our avatar.
Whose?
Our generations.
Oh, I see.
I believe our generation's avatars.
Well, we disagree on a lot of things, don't we? You're not my father.
Surprisingly self-aware and accurate.
Well, we can all probably agree everyone should go see Mystery Team when it comes out, or come here to a college near them, even if they're not a student and they just bully their way in.
Oh, no, it's not. No. Oh, let's be very clear. Let's be very, very clear. This is not what we are doing with this movie. Is not a college tour. What we are doing is we're opening up cities, actually, like straight up, like in multiplexes, regular multiplex, and the movie's going to stay there. We're not just taking it from one place to the next. And it's just that, like, I think it's, I guess, a little bit non-traditional to start in the more kind of like college areas, and then we're going to expand outward to major markets, all that different stuff. And so that's what we're doing. And we're going to come. We're going to do the live show at various venues, kind of like in the town, and do to get people excited. But yeah, it's definitely it's a platform release, I guess is the correct.
Yeah.
Right.
And when a DVD finally comes out, are we going to see some cool extras on that?
We actually have 65 hours of behind-the-scenes material that Dan's brother shot. We'll pare it down a bit.
Yeah, there's probably gonna we maybe have like 3 minutes of good stuff comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 20-year retrospective. Oh, he got it.
One disc will be full of Dino Boy material.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Sneak it in, and we're not going to allow it.
If I have to march down to the factory and sneak them in myself,
That's what you'll have to do.
I will do it.
What factory?
It's like an old mill that makes the.
No. Okay.
So,
Maybe they play like a top 40 station while they work. There's no like.
Yeah, the topic
It's a Ahoy commercial, is what I'm trying to say.
yeah. They don't,
no.
Yeah, no, they don't have elves.
I know what you're imagining. I know exactly what you're imagining. That's not how it is at all.
Like big gears and there's like a mouse dancing.
What would they be doing to the DVD that, like, with a mallet that would be forming a DVD?
Flatten the disc. They're like donuts.
the disc. Yeah, sure.
All right, fine.
All right, great.
Oh dear.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dino Boys coming to theaters.
never.
Coming to theaters never. 2000 never. Was that that was the mill again. Okay, we're good.
That's a tackle.